You know how I feel. Sun in the sky. You know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by. You know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
A Golden Jubilee is landmark in any sphere of sport, and it was truly apt that a national unbeaten heroine in miracle was gracing the occasion with her presence. A daunting reputation like hers came with its own pitfalls and detractors, as a fair few opined that she had too much speed for her own good, and that the 10 furlongs would be a different ball game stepping up from her usual sprinting trips. But isn't it always better when you know your horse can already go fast? And that much more lethal when she's got a serious bit of class. Speaking of class and national heroines, badminton Olympic medalist PV Sindhu was also enticed over to the track by the desire to witness a miracle and caught up with us paddock side just before the derby.
So, you're from Hyderabad. Have you visited HRC before?
No, this is my first time, and I'm really very excited. I've seen a couple of races and they've done really good. I mean, it's such a wonderful feeling, you know, because when we play, the enthusiasm and the tension in the audience. So for me right now it is like that because I'm one of the audience there. And I think they've been doing a great job, and seeing the horses, I mean, each horse is as you know, it's powerful, and I think it's just that one, just a meter, just a second matters a lot.
Now, a horse race is never decided by previous form or overwhelming reputations. It's gotta be run and won on the racetrack. Racing is a game of very big pockets and bigger egos. So believe you me, the rest of the field was very much there to keep Miracle honest and make a serious race out of it. The punters were back. The crowds had returned to the HRC. The connections were visibly on the edge of their seats. And of course, the most fantastic Golden Jubilee Deccan Derby was about to be flagged off.
Okay, players. Are you ready? Under orders, and they're out of the gates for the Golden Jubilee Deccan Derby Grade 1. Level break at the gates by all the runners from the 2,000 meter mark. And towards the fence is Johannesburg, who came from draw 1, leads by about 3 parts from Akido, followed by Zuccarelli, who from the outside draw cleared third. Another length and a half behind is Angelico as they strike towards a mile marker. One on the outside is Silverius overtaking Angelica as they cross the mile marker, followed by handy sixth at the stage is Miracle, it's too early to say, joined by New Look on the outside. Another 3 parts of a length behind is Aries, towards the fence in the white cap is Southern Dynasty, half a length behind Aries, followed by Firefire on the improve. They followed then by Scintillating Glass, and Stockbridge is last, was nearly dozen from the leader, and the leader now is, as they strike towards the 1,000 meter mark, now is number 5, that's Johannesburg, showing the way. By about 3 parts to the good of In Pursuit are 2 runners. That's Zuccarelli quickly into second on the outside. Towards the fence is Akido, already been pushed hard. 4 to 5 lengths behind is Silverius, followed by Angelico. On the improve now is Miracle, followed by New Look. They followed then by Southern Dynasty on the inside of Aries, followed by Firepower. Racing next on the outside is Scintillating Glass, followed by Stockbridge, who runs 1 deep as they continue the journey towards the 600. And Johannesburg and Zuccarelli just next separating these two, followed by Miracle moving up very nicely on the outside. And if you have bought the tickets, you can just stand in queue to encash it as she tackles the leaders on the outside at the long stretch of 500. But Zuccarelli extends well. Miracle just needs a tap, and she's bridging the gap in every stride. Tackles the leader, and she bursts into the lead by about a half from Zuccarelli. Hard at work. The rest are beaten. Inside the last 275, Miracle draws clear by about 5 to 6 lengths in front of Zuccarelli, followed by In the Beaten Brigade. They need to have a pride to finish behind the much superior queen of the top. That's Miracle, and Miracle by about 5, extending well to rope off to have a fifth win, a straight win for the fifth start by about 5 to the good of Zuccarelli, finishing second, followed by Southern Dynasty, Aries, Firepower, New Look. They followed then by Scintillating Glass, Akido, then it was Silverius, and Angelico finished last.
Utter, mellifluous, poetic destruction of the opposition is the most apt way to describe the way this extraordinary filly goes about her business. All sport needs superstars, and she is a fresh breath of air for an industry and game that finds itself at a precarious crossroad in its multi-century history in this country. She is extremely special, and we're pretty sure she knows it too.
Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I feel so good. I feel so good.
So, the entire team Miracle caught up with us immediately after accepting their silverware, and all her connections, especially her owners, the soft-spoken Mernosh Debu, along with wife Ozita, were naturally pleased to bits with the result and were glowing with positive energy.
Now we want to know from the owners and the breeder, how nervous were you guys?
I wasn't too nervous, just from start to the end. That's it. After she won, of course, breathed a sigh of relief, and of course we're very happy. It's a miracle.
It's a miracle. Yes, miracle has happened. Miss Amita Mehra, I have so much to ask you actually, because you had 2 horses running in this particular race.
I don't know.
Yeah. So it's a bittersweet victory, I must say. So how do you feel about
Well,
that?
it's exactly what I told both Mernosh and Ozita just before the race. And Ozita can quote me. What did I say? I said she's going to win, but I hope my horse comes at least second so I can talk about it. So that didn't happen, but there was no question about Miracle winning. And I tell you something, when you're the mother and of your children, it doesn't matter which one wins.
Yeah, most of your winners have come from, the classics have come from your farm. So tell us about that.
So tell him.
I think the secret is that we fight quite a lot, and I think the luck just gels, and that's it.
What he's not telling you is that he doesn't buy from any other farm now. He says, my luck is only with Usha.
She's broken the track record. You've already told us about her, but we want to hear it from you again.
Well, like I said, she's a very special filly. She knows it herself. She has an attitude about everything that she does and lets us do with her. She is really special. She has a special amount of ability. You can see that the way she's galloped. And you rarely get these kind of horses, and they just make you look good. But she is very special. It's all credit to the filly.
One quick question before you go, because I know you have to rush right now. You've been a champion jockey and now a fabulous trainer. When did you feel more ecstatic winning? As a trainer or as a jockey?
Well, currently there's no way I could ever be a jockey. So I'm quite happy with where I am now. And when I was a jockey, I enjoyed it at that time. But, you know, everything comes to an end at some stage.
Now we have P.S. Chauhan, who told us in the morning that he was expecting a miracle to happen, and it did. Yes. You have ridden her this entire season and she's been unbeaten. So if you can describe her in one word, what would that be?
It's miracle.
So well said. So talk us through the race. We saw what happened, but we want to know it from you.
Yeah, ma'am, the race was, when it started, was quite comfortable, but then in between the jockey, the front rider has started slowing down the pace. So there was 2 groups. One is going too far and the other one is a little behind. And I was stuck behind them. So I was a little worried at that time to catch that front horses to follow them. And luckily I got a chance more. The moment I show her daylight, she said that, don't worry, I am going to win this race. It was just
She did.
miracle.
That was a marvelous win indeed. Now the nation wants to know, will Miracle make a mile and a half?
Ma'am, every run I think she herself is saying that what distance she is going to go. But let this be, for everyone, let this doubt be there in their mind whether she will stay or not.
This is more like a suspense movie. Thank you so much for talking to us, Mr. P.S.